थैंक यू। सो मूव फॉर द माइक्रो प्रोसेसर। ये जो अभी मैंने आपको पढ़ाया, ये इस वजह से, ये टॉपिक्स इस वजह से रखे गए माइक्रो प्रोसेसर के चैप्टर में, क्योंकि जब पहले आप कंप्यूटर को समझोगे तो उसके बाद आप सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट या माइक्रो प्रोसेसर की तरफ जाओगे। जब आपको पता ही नहीं होगा और माइक्रो प्रोसेसर के अंदर घूम रहे होंगे तो वो यूजलेस होगा। So now we come to the microprocessors, which is the basic aim of this chapter. The microprocessor is a digital integrated circuit that can be programmed with a series of instructions to perform various operations on data. A microprocessor is a central processing unit of a computer. It can do arithmetic and logic operations, move data from one place to another, and make decisions based on certain instructions. All microprocessors have four basic units. These are arithmetic logic unit, instruction decoder, register array, and the control unit. So if you take any microprocessor, you will see the arithmetic logic unit inside, the instruction decoder inside, the register array inside, and the control unit inside. The functions of those things would be over there, whatever the architecture would be there, but those functional units should be there inside the central processing unit or the microprocessor. Now let us see what is the arithmetic logic unit and the other units. The arithmetic logic unit is the key processing element of microprocessor. It is directed by the control unit to perform arithmetic operations such as the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and logic operations such as not, and, or, exclusive or, etc., as well as many other types of operations. Data for the arithmetic logic unit are obtained from the register array, which is located inside the central processing unit. So what the arithmetic logic unit do? It perform the arithmetic and logic operations. Next, the instruction decoder. For example, you take an instruction from memory, and instruction basically tells the microprocessor what to do. Now, how the microprocessor will interpret this instruction? The microprocessor will interpret this instruction with the help of the instruction decoder. Basically, the instruction would be in the form of binary code. The instruction decoder decodes this and tells the processor what to do. The instruction decoder takes each binary instruction in the order in which it appears in memory and decodes it and tells the microprocessor what to do. Now, what is register array? The register array is a collection of registers that are contained within the processor. During the execution of program, data and memory addresses are temporarily stored in the register that makes up this array. Some registers are classed as general purpose. They can be used for any purpose dictated by the program. Other registers have specific capabilities and functions and cannot be used as general purpose registers. Let me to simplify those things, the registers. Now you know the scenario of the storage, the memory outside the central processing. But what would be there inside the central processing unit? For example, outside the central processing unit, there is ROM, there is RAM, and if you go out, then you will see the hard disk or maybe other storage element and the memory element you will see. But inside the microprocessor, the memory elements will be in the form of the registers that stores data and instructions temporarily. Even that address is also stored inside the registers. For example, if you want to take some data from the memory, what the microprocessor do? The microprocessor make address for that data which you take from the memory. So when the microprocessor makes some address for that data, that address would be stored in a register, and then it is sent to the address bus. Now, this address is sent to the address bus, and the address bus gives signal to the memory, and then the control bus also gives signal to the memory, and you take some data with the help of this from the memory, and you load that data inside the microprocessor. So where you will store that data inside the microprocessor, again you will store that data inside the microprocessor in a register, which would be the data register. And similarly, you want to do some operation on that data, you will take instruction from memory, and the instruction will also be saved in a register inside the microprocessor. So in the side of the microprocessor, there would be number of registers which are used to store data, to store instructions, to store address, and to store the result of any execution temporary. Temporary means what? When it is sent back to the memory, then the microprocessor just wash those things and then load some other. So this is what? This is the register area. The control unit. Next one is control unit. The control unit is the in charge of the processing of instructions once they are decoded. It provides the timing and control signals for getting data into and out of the microprocessor and for synchronizing the execution of instruction. I will give an example in which you will see the arithmetic logic unit, the instruction decoder, register array, and control unit combined together, and you will see the function of each unit. I already gave that example. For example, you have two data in a memory. For example, you have 2 and 3 in the RAM, and you want to do some operation like the addition operation on this. And for that operation, you keep an instruction or number of instructions inside the memory. Now, what you do, what the microprocessor do to perform that operation and to take that data, to take that instructions from it. The microprocessor will make address for the specific location where these data instructions are kept inside the memory. So it will make the address, and that address would be saved in the register array. And from here, it would be sent to the address bus. And same time, the control unit will send some control signals which will tell the memory that do the read operation. For example, you send the address to the memory with the help of the microprocessor, but the memory will not know that what to do with this address. And from the control unit, a signal will be generated, or sequence of signals will be generated, which will go to the memory, which will guide the memory to do the read operation or to send data from memory to the processor. And some other signals will come to the to different units, to perhaps to the microprocessor, which tells the microprocessor to take that data and save it inside the register. That would also be the task of what the control unit, to generate those signals for saving data inside the registers and taking it from the memory. So you taken data from the memory, and next you take the instruction from the memory in the same fashion, and the instruction is also kept in another register inside the microprocessor. Now data arrived, the instruction arrived. Now the microprocessor is in the position to perform operation on the data according to the instruction. But first the instruction would be decoded, because the instruction is in such a form which the microprocessor does not know what it is saying. And there is an instruction decoder inside the microprocessor which will decode this instruction, and then the decoded form, it is sent to the control unit, and the control unit perform operation on that. So when the instruction is decoded, next it is sent to the control unit. The control unit sends some control signals with the help of this instruction. Now, according to this example, the data is over there. The control unit will send signals to the arithmetic logic unit to load that data and perform the operation of the addition. When the addition operation performed, then the result would also be sent to another register, and from that register it will send back to the memory. So in this example, what you see in the role of the arithmetic logic unit which performs this addition operation. You see in the role of the instruction decoder, which basically decode the instruction, and then that code is sent to the control unit. You see in the role of the register array, that those things are stored inside the registers inside the microprocessor. And you see in the role of the control unit, which basically controls different components and give sequence to the operations.